Have you ever wondered why you see a pigeon on every perch or street corner in a city? Pigeons have played a large role in every part of the world that humans have occupied. Somewhere between being a food source and pioneering wartime communications, humans have turned our backs on our once loyal companions. So, are they vermin or simply misunderstood? This is Emma Hall for CVM 320 on the domestication of pigeons. To understand the full story, we have to go to the very beginning. The pigeons we see on most sidewalks are known as rock pigeons, that over thousands of years have been bred by humans to create over 300 different breeds. Domestication of these birds dates back to Mesopotamia as early as 5,000 years ago, but some say it was earlier than that in ancient Egypt. Originally farmed for food alongside chicken and geese, pigeon continues to remain a popular dish in the Middle East and parts of Europe. Colonists brought pigeons to America with the intention of farming the birds, but eventually began using them to pioneer communication after taking inspiration from countries like New Zealand and the Great Barrier Pigeongram service they operated. Homing pigeons get their name from their strong sense of homing abilities. Using their ability to recognize visual cues and landmarks, the birds were trained by using food, and then transported to a destination in a cage. From there, a message was tied around the foot and the bird was released to fly back home where the recipient could get the message. Known as symbols of peace, it's ironic that pigeons worked alongside soldiers in the First World War as vital members of the military and provided oftentimes the only reliable way of getting messages to other soldiers on land or at sea. The military messengers faced death-defying flights as enemy soldiers would attempt to shoot down pigeons as a means to intercept whatever important information was being carried overhead. However, with a success rate of 95%, pigeons were sometimes the only lifeline troops on the front lines had. Certain pigeons became well known for their skills in flight, such as Sher Ami, who lost an eye and shattered his leg on his mission, but still managed to deliver the message, saving the lives of the 77th Infantry's Division Lost Battalion, and after making a brief recovery, died from his injuries a year later in 1919. Brave birds such as Sher Ami and Spike, who flew over 52 missions without being wounded, were honored with the Dickin Medal for Gallantry and other awards for their work in saving human lives. When World War II broke out, pigeons were called back into battle. U.S. bra manufacturer Maidenform helped design vests that would secure pigeons to soldiers while they're parachuted into enemy territory, either on the ground after parachuting or released mid-air to provide updates from planes to crews on the ground. Pigeons were deemed one of the reasons Allied forces claimed victory in the Second World War. Despite loyal work by the birds, the last pigeon messaging service was located in an Indian state called Odisha, but was disbanded in 2006 after 60 years of operation and over 800 birds. According to an article by the New York Times in 2006, while pigeons are not as common, some rural communities in Britain, France, and the United States still rely on pigeons. In 2016, Jordan border officials reported that members of the terrorist group ISIS were using carrier pigeons to reach operatives in Jordan. Advancements such as telegrams and the postal service led to the decline of the carrier pigeons, the last being retired from regular use in the early 20th century, with humans no longer relying on pigeons. Opinions on the once beloved birds changed rapidly. A change in beliefs couldn't stop the pigeon from flocking to densely populated areas, as the birds are highly reliant on humans to provide food and materials for roosting. Because of this dependence, they're often found in barns, attics, bridges, and other city structures and nests made up of twigs and grass clumps. Our war heroes now have a diet of anything from insects and garbage to livestock manure. So, when you see a pitifully made nest or a pigeon chasing a french fry, just remember that they helped stop the world wars.